Howdy.
Hello.
Hello. You too.
Are y'all ready to go?
Derek
Uh,
just said he crashed, so
Oh, twiddling my thumbs.
oh, are we
Oh?
back?
The
Is he
return.
alive?
The
Thank you,
creature
thank you, Derek.
returns.
Thank you for your first thought for when you're returning after your PC crashes is to burp into the microphone.
I was hoping nobody heard it because nobody addressed it.
We were just moving on. Footsteps upon a withered rug and smooth stone floor. A quiet pace through empty halls. The occasional staircase or hole leads you down farther. Despite hearing the occasional sound of danger, nothing jumps out at the group quite yet. The last few days have been taxing for the party. A trek through a dark, infested bog, a narrow escape from a swarm of giant flies, open plains with undead strewn about, the discovery of the old ruins and what lies within them. A strange companion tagging along with the group by the name of Scarv, not to mention overcoming various illnesses of the bog. Despite all of that, one thing continues to plague the party. A strong tension can be felt between Wolfram and Lucille as it lingers in the air. Juno and Slate, I have to ask, what do the two of you think about your party members still butting heads?
At first, it was a bit amusing. It brought some spice in our party. However, when we get to new encounters with people and they're still butting heads while we're just trying to communicate, it can get a little annoying. And hopefully, I could probably try to muster up some courage to hopefully put an end to that. But ultimately, it comes down to whatever they decide what they want to do.
I think it is childish on both their parts to continue to argue when we don't really have others to work alongside. It's like, you're going to be stuck with us. It makes more sense to just try to resolve whatever it is before we continue and things escalate to further degrees.
As you all continue to walk, that tension hanging in the air, we first, I will look at the, you guys have only done, I believe one actual encounter. Well, two encounters this day. No, you guys camped right before
We
going
camped.
down.
We camped, encountered the. Oh no! Did we camp before we went down into the hole?
I believe so. Or not before you went into the hole, but you camped before.
We camped before the city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before the ruins.
We had. I didn't know if Scarf was a different encounter or not.
You have only had an actual encounter today. So, with that, let's roll on the Fates die.
Wow, Wolfram.
Oh my god, Wolfram
Shit, I'm
rolled.
the game master.
I thought there was something fishy about him.
A full hour passes as you guys continue stepping through, where little to nothing happens. Still this occasional scratch at a doorway, but it seems that the halls themselves are clear. Very little actually in the halls other than the torches which slightly light your way, the withered rug beneath you, and the occasional door leading to a different direction. As I mentioned last time, just to remind you guys of sort of the structure of this place, there are these long halls which seem to be like strangely laid out. Sometimes one like clips into another one with like the walls slightly extended into it, or you'll see like the end of a hallway abruptly end to like only half of an open hallway. Like you can see from there, it looks wrong. With that, let me roll again.
Ooh, a 7. We still don't fully know what this is. It's most likely an NPC. Typically a good thing, if we can deal with whatever else is there, like a merchant or a guide or something helpful.
You see Oswald is maybe like 20 feet, 30 feet ahead of the party. And Juno, you look over to Oswald to see him tense up, looking farther down the hall. And squinting, you notice that there is somebody. There is a person leaning up against a wall. They're like sort of curled up into a ball. Let me remember how to DM real quick.
You're good.
Right?
I'm remembering how to play as my character too.
Yeah, there hasn't been any women for you to stumble against.
Damn.
She's no longer fumbling.
She's the Rizzler now.
No.
Getting a bit closer, you guys can realize they have this sort of long, messy, dark hair, and they're sort of in rags right now, like tattered clothing, very pale skin, and they are just sort of curled up against the wall, looking like straight ahead to the other side of the wall.
Can we see that there's an opening where they're looking, or
Yeah, do
Yeah,
we see
you
this
could-
open,
like
this open door?
like are we able to tell that is an opening from where we are or no?
You can see that there is a door there.
Okay.
Does she look like at all imposing, or is it just completely disheveled?
Completely disheveled.
Well,
Slowly approach.
As you get about that far,
Can I like sense motive or something? Is this
Do it.
like something we should be worried about? Maybe this is recall knowledge. I don't really know what this is.
well, you think of something you want to do, and I can let you do it.
it's almost like asking about recall knowledge.
Sounds like recall knowledge. I was gonna be sense motive, but that's like explicitly for like, what are the creature's true intention?
Yeah,
True intentions. Are
lying,
they
or if they're
behaving normally?
controlled, or stuff like
They
that.
behave normally. Are they deceptive? So why don't I just press your?
Funny recall knowledge button.
So does it send it to you or?
Yes, it does.
Ah, so if I spam it.
Please don't. What is the question that you were asking along with this?
Is this normal? Should we be worried? Is this safe? What kind of creature is? I mean, it looks like an elf, but is this an elf? I don't know. What is this? It sounds like society, but also, you know,
The seal's guard is down
lower,
right now.
lower master lore kind of goaded. So
your question was like, is this safe?
yeah, that'll
Or
work.
are they safe? You think that they themselves are safe, and that the area around here is more than likely also safe.
Okay, I'll approach.
Sort of as you're wondering about that, Wolfram, she tears her eyes away from the wall, and looks at you, Lucille, and her eyes are empty. And it looks like she's trying to say something, but all that comes out is this babbling. You cannot make heads or tails of what she is saying.
Well, I'm going to continue approaching her if I can, if that's
Yeah.
okay. And I'm going to squat down and take out one of my rations and reach it out to her.
They look at you.
Maybe like my water skin too.
As you are holding out this food, you hear the usually distant clawing and banging. You hear in the rooms close to you.
Well, I mean, obviously at that sign, Lucille's gonna get up, brandish her weapon wherever she heard that. I'm guessing like here?
You hear scratching at this door, and you hear a banging on this door up here.
Then I'm gonna brace for a door and get ready.
Mm-hmm. I'll go same gun to this door.
Cool.
Right.
And as you guys brace yourselves, the doors burst open, and out of one door
These motherfuckers.
Comes a ghoul, and out of the other, a skeleton dressed top to bottom in heavy armor, brandishing a large sword and shield.
Oh, fuck.
And we get that +1 from scouting, right?
Yes'm.
Hey, can I roll Lore Master Lore since I was trying to figure out if this was safe and then an encounter started?
You can use the roll you used before.
Or
you
I
can
don't know
roll
what I
new
got
initiative.
before. Yeah, could I roll
Smells.
using Lore Master Lore?
No.
Oh.
I'll say no. Because the if your last roll was successful, I would have just let you use that. It was, however, a failure, a normal failure. I gave you dubious knowledge.
Clues, please.
Shit was not safe.
Yeah, shit.
A
It's
truth
safe.
and a truth and a lie.
And I believed
I mean,
every
the
word
place-
of it.
it was correct. Technically, the place around the NPC was safe.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Well,
it's still a good
she-
roll though.
Oh.
Either way.
That's a nice one.
She is safe. The place around her is not.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be able to see the name of the NPC?
No, but it's too late now, and I'm not gonna fix it.
Oh,
I
That's
mean,
okay.
Yeah. They look the same, but one is cold
Yes.
ghoul and one is medium undead.
undead.
Awesome.
Which is which?
Thank you, mystified enemies for working. Anyways, let's begin this encounter. Juno, you are up first. What would you like to do?
Oh, I can't really see this bad boy up here, can't I?
Not very well, no. I'll say they are
Mhm.
kind of standing in the doorway. They would definitely have cover.
Yeah, okay. Well, I could definitely see this, Emma.
Yeah.
I will hunt. And then shoot my gun. Oh!
Oh no,
Oh, buddy.
buddy.
Perhaps jump scared by,
Yeah.
the door breaking open. Your shot goes wide, and you just hear it sort of pew, pew, pew in the room behind the ghouls.
Man. And I'll use my other turn to, move a little farther back.
Alrighty.
My turn.
Wolfram, what would you like to do?
Oh. Hate not knowing where they are in the initiative order.
I mean, we can see their numbers
What? Where, huh?
in chat.
Hey, chat. Okay, can I melt these fellas? I'd like to breathe fire, please.
Ooh.
Please give me some reflexes. Which I guess they're good at, maybe. I mean, if I know Alarosk, these motherfuckers jump.
No.
Oh.
The first
That's good.
is a failure.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
Oh.
a
Success. The top one
success.
succeeds, the bottom one fails. Roll that damage. Having just
Average.
busted open the door, the ghoul on the bottom takes the full brunt of this damage, while the one behind only catches a bit of the fire. Slate, what would you like to do?
yeah. I'll move one step forward and just do the single action heal. Yeah.
Oh well.
You put your hand up to this thing to you said it looks like light. Like, are you just like flashbanging this thing essentially?
Yeah, probably.
You notice once the light fades that this thing is unfazed.
Oh. Critical success.
What are you doing with your last action?
What do I want to do with my last action?
Mm.
I'll shield myself.
That's probably good.
Lucille.
I'm going to step forward and then trip it.
Ooh, a 26, huh? That is going to succeed as it clatters down to the ground.
And then I will go for a strike.
That is going to hit it. 7 damage. As you hit this thing on the ground, you feel your blade sort of bounce and reverberate as you hit the thick metal plates. You don't feel like all of the damage you dealt went through.
I see.
Well, at least we know it has an AC of at least
17.
17, yeah.
Well, more than 17. Well, at least 18.
Yeah, 18 or higher.
On that note, ghoul time. Slate, the ghoul in front of you is going to lash outwards at you. Going to start with a jaws strike.
Fuck, that just hits my AC with the shield.
Meets it.
When in terms of damage do I have to say if I want to shield block? Like, I can wait till after the damage. I don't have to say, like, I'm going to block this damage, right?
Pretty sure.
I can see how much it does before I say, okay.
Yeah.
I could take 0 damage, but no. Alright, I'll take the 5.
Okay. Can you also roll me 2 fortitude saves?
Yippee!
Not this.
I'm expert at these now,
You sure you don't
guys.
want to block
I'm
it?
great
You
at
sure,
these.
buddy? You sure you don't want to block it?
I mean,
It wouldn't stop the feature, it just stops the damage.
Oh, unless it says if a creature that's damaged by it has to do these.
True.
Yeah.
You do a recall knowledge to see if
I-
that fits that
Shut
creature.
the fuck
At
up.
2 fortitude. Is this against poison or disease?
one of them is.
Okay.
So
Okay,
first one, you get your bonus.
Okay. First one, I get the item bonus from the. I didn't name it, but whatever. Cool. 21 on the first one. 12 on the second.
Alrighty. You are good.
All right.
Noted.
Noted.
Ghoul gout.
Good to know.
It is then going to make a claw swipe at you.
It
With
doesn't
map.
have to.
Let me roll damage for that. Could you roll me a single fortitude save again?
18.
Alright. And then it is going to make it is going to take its last action to try and push past you after wailing on you.
Ali Rosk.
What is this against?
I believe it's reflex.
Double through against reflex DC. So
My
whatever
reflex
your-
DC is 18.
So it succeeds.
Just
Yeah.
barely pushing
Just
you to
barely.
the side after biting and slashing at you. It slips by. Next in order is the other ghoul that's in there.
Yippee!
And it It's going to start its turn by trying to tumble through, seeing the other one push its way past. It is close behind.
Aha, I
Ooh.
stopped this one.
As it gets stopped on you. Seeing as you stop this one from pushing through, it is going to start with a Jaws strike
That's going to miss.
and then a claw attack.
Ooh.
Its claw finds home somewhere vital as you take 4 damage.
Oh, this would be its last attack, right?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna shield block it. No, actually, I get to use shield again if I don't shield block. So never mind. I'll just take the 4.
Okay. And with that, can you roll me another fortitude save?
All right. 11.
All right. Skeleton that is before you, Lucille. It is going to take its first action to stand. A 31.
Oh my gosh. Who is she?
That is going to
Holy shit. My goodness.
Oh,
Low
low
roll.
roll.
Oh.
2 on the die.
As it stands, you find somewhere to connect, finding an opening. But even with that opening, you feel as though it didn't do quite as much as you wanted. It's now going to approach you. First action to move. Second action, take a swing with its long sword.
That misses.
And then its third action to...
It stood up.
Yeah.
oh, it did. That is true. Okay, cool beats. It is now Juno's turn.
Yippee! Okay. Get a little crazy. Walk in front of him and hit with my bayonet.
Well, that is going to be a crit.
You should have stayed in that room, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah. Running up to them, your bayonet finds a home in their head, and they immediately go limp.
Juno scoffs. I did not appreciate being scared like that. And then I'll reload.
Wolfram, before you have the chance to go, the door to the north bursts open, and out of it comes another ghoul. Open door, moving, and a strike as it tries to bite at Lucille, coming up behind her.
That misses.
Damn, so close, even for off guard. Now it is your turn, Wolfram.
The psyche is
Unleash the inner power of my mind. And I'm right next to this guy. Let's blast his ass. Let's add energy. Holy walls of text.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Wolfram's
the
turn be
usual.
upon ye
Oh,
eyeballs.
is this gonna do splash damage to me? My 1 stamina remaining. No.
It's not
You just shield block it.
Oh, true.
possible this time.
What a fucking
All right,
Okay, I'll probably
give
miss.
me that attack roll.
Like I said, I'll probably miss.
Ooh.
I'll 3 on the die.
Maybe it's hard to see sort of around Slate, but sort of like where there's like a table in there, sort of around that, you see it sort of just erupt into a brief but fast flame, a brief but hot flame. 1 action left? Question mark?
Well, that stinks.
It can't hit them all.
Maybe I can hero point it and then I can hit 'em all.
Could be the play. If you really
Could
want
be the
to.
move. No, I'm not spending more resources on you. Let's flee behind Juno here. I like Juno.
Hi.
Hey.
What would you like to do, Slate?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Slate and me are both unsure if the heal didn't work because of what they've rolled or because of the type of damage. So I'm gonna do a safer one and not spend a whole spell out of it and try Vitality Lash.
Alrighty. Watch me do it again. Ooh. Roll me damage.
10. Haha, we're a new odd level. I get more dice now.
You see them cower away from this light that you shine upon them as they sort of back up a little bit, putting a hand in front of their face.
Seeing their hand go up, and seeing that they're now more exposed, covering their face, I'm gonna try to punch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punch that MF. Yeah.
19.
Yeah. Roll damage.
It's around.
Oh, 4. Yeah.
Getting them on their back foot, you manage to land a blow with your fist, pushing them back a bit farther. They are certainly worse for wear right now.
That's all I
Lucille,
can do.
what would you like to do?
I'm gonna test something real quick. So I'm going to stride over to here.
As you take a step away,
That's what I was thinking.
the skeleton's longsword strikes outward.
And that hits.
6 damage.
And then I'm going to make a strike at the ghoul.
A 19 will hit.
Good roll.
13 damage.
Nice.
And then I will make another strike.
That is a hit.
Ooh.
Ooh, good information.
And
Right on.
with two swift blows as you make your way past this ghoul, they fall to the ground.
Yo, let's go.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. It is now the ghoul in front of Slate's turn, and it is going to start lashing out at you with a sort of near-death fervor.
That's gonna miss.
Claw strike,
Just barely hits.
damage. Roll me a fortitude save.
28.
Alright. And then one final swing with full map.
That's going to miss.
For sure.
Just had to make sure. I had to check my AC.
Taking a look at Lucille and the girl cowering next to her, it is going to move forwards towards the girl. A 17 will not hit as it moves your Guisarm away with its sword, and in the same motion swings downwards at the girl. That is going to hit and to deal 12 damage as this sword runs its way from like her shoulder through the middle of her body. Now badly injured, the skeleton is going to make a claw attack.
Yeah.
20.
Oh my god.
It's gonna
25
kill her.
map. Holy shit.
What the
Fellas,
fuck?
I think she's gone.
9 damage. She's toast.
Oh
Is
no.
going
Yeah,
to
No
deal-
way, dude! Come on.
She
Wait.
she is down.
Down. No, thank you,
Okay.
thank you. I was like, wait.
As sort of cowering, pushed up against the wall, those 2 blows hit her, and the claw sort of like catches her by the head, and her head hits the wall behind her as she goes unconscious and slumps to the floor. Juno, it is now your turn.
Oh, not on my watch. Pray.
You can't have a pretty girl die around Juno. That's how she powers up.
And I shoot my gun. Oh no.
No, that's.
I guess
you
I
in the
don't shoot
back.
my gun.
Pew! Another shot flies down the corridor. In the distance, you can hear it sort of echo as it bounces across a wall or a floor.
I'll let Oswald get in there. Can you even reach that? Oh, hell yeah, he can.
Hell yeah.
And he will bite.
Oh,
He
You
won't
almost-
bite.
you almost could have bought with flanking.
Oh.
That is true.
I
Unfortunately,
forgot.
this
Oh,
does
no.
not hit.
Oh shit.
What
I forgot.
do
Jeez.
you mean? I saw Oswald right there.
Yay. That's my turn.
The skeleton bats away Oswald's jaws with its shield. Wolfram.
Slate, have you got them?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
kind of huge.
It's actually gonna do a lot of damage.
You see
Unleashed,
3d4 plus
good.
3.
Plus
Wait,
4.
plus 5? Oh,
Plus-
Unleash Psyche. Dude,
So
that's
this
crazy.
plus-
What?
Let's go.
This
Yeah.
plus 4, so that's what? Oh, plus 1 for each of those though.
Yeah.
So
5, 8 damage, plus 3, 11, plus 4, 15 total? Maths out?
Sounds like
Checks
math.
out? In which case, you haven't used this before. What does this look like for you?
it's a great question.
What do your force barrages look like?
Probably honestly like it's like a cloud almost like you know like when there's hot air
Mhm.
like and there's like that wavy kind of look because like the air is hot and it like you know radiates or whatever. That's what it looks like. The air like radiates on its way to this to the target. So it's like it's I don't know heating the air and then it's just hit by this like gust of force. Like,
Find
trails of heat.
Mm.
If that makes sense.
These 3 separate blows find purchase across the skeleton, and you see it reel backwards, having just blocked Oswald. And with that, we move on to Slate.
Hmm.
What is your plan against this funny little guy in front of you? He wants to get you some more.
Yeah, he sure does want to get me some more. Thing is, we saw a 16 hit one of these things, I think.
We did.
So I feel like a +9 should get me this hit. However,
We also saw that its fortitude is plus 4.
that's also true, but that one takes 2 actions to do.
I was like, how the hell did you guys figure that out? And then I remembered I rolled the crit success.
Yeah, you crit on a 24.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, how the fuck did I leak that knowledge?
Yeah,
Am I stupid?
it took no damage, Sean.
Yeah, never mind. That makes sense. Make your decision. Do
I
something,
don't.
please.
Okay, I will try to punch it again. 12. That misses.
Swing and a miss as it ducks
Alright,
under your
fine.
blow, getting ready to
Alright.
pounce once more.
All right. Let me vitality lash it then. Haha, it's a basic fortitude save. You still take half damage, I think, right? Nope, I rolled
It
the
is
fucking...
true.
we
Oh
go.
my god,
4
you
damage.
failed your own save.
Oh boy, 4 damage.
Even while getting sort of up and under this blast of light, you see it sort of shrivel and stop before it can get to you as it falls to the ground, dead. Lucille, it's now your turn.
Lucille is mad at going straight for the helpless. And she is going to try tripping him again.
A 20 will succeed.
And then I'm going to strike at it
23 will hit.
for min roll.
Your Grisarm, even while it's on the ground, bounces off of its armor completely.
And then I'm going to one-hand my Uisarm for a free action. And battle medicine the stranger.
Alrighty. You don't have the Sharon's in medicine, right? What is
I'm
the
gonna
shark-
go ahead and hero point that.
Alrighty.
Hey.
And with a 20, and then the what does your battle medicine look like?
Lucille's healer kit is very much like field medic first aid, with a bunch of like gauze, whatever herbs that Slate has picked up to plug up any wounds, stop bleeding, just like a bunch of general medicine stuff. So she just quickly bandages and gauzes the open wounds from the sword and the claws.
Alrighty. As you trip the skeleton and take a swing at it, probably to keep it suppressed down on the ground, you manage to buy yourself enough time to take some patches from your medicine kit and apply them. A total of 5 health back. With that, dying is removed and wounded is added as you see her start to become conscious once again. And with her turn, not actually being in the initiative order, but it would have been right before the skeleton, she is going to try and put some distance between her and the skeleton. And now, the skeleton appears. It is going to take its first action to rise once more.
Yeah.
Blocking your attack as it gets up. It is then, with the same movement, going to take a swing at you, Lucille.
I don't care.
And with its final action, it is going to raise its shield. Continue onwards. Juno, your aim has not been true today.
Really
Let's see if that changes.
Oh boy.
Your stabbing, however.
It kind of is goaded. I don't know. It's hard to miss when they're right in front of me, I guess. I'll shoot again. Just, to try. Smile. This time for sure.
Hey.
Could be, potentially.
That,
Let's have the shield up.
even with its shield up, you manage to find a tiny hole in its defense as it fights with Lucille, and you manage to hit.
Hell yeah.
Huge.
I'll do that. It is going to take its reaction to block, to shield block, which is going to negate the last 4 damage.
I guess we'll try to take a bite again.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay. All right. Roll me damage.
His shield went up and Oswald saw his arm. Oh my.
Good boy. Get the bone.
Yeah. Get the bone.
Oswald leaps up, grabbing the arm, holding the longsword, and tears it off of the skeleton. And with that, you see it start to sort of lose stability completely and crumble down to the floor. And with
You can keep that bone.
we'll end the encounter.
Whew.
As it crumbles to the ground, you hear the girl fall to the ground as she was running away. She trips and falls to the ground and looks behind her to see that the skeleton has fallen. Still unsure about the rest of the group, her eyes flash quickly between the 5 of you, until she puts her hand up to the sort of gauze and padding that Lucille was able to apply in the midst of battle, and then starts to calm down.
It's okay. There's no one here anymore who can hurt you.
Scarv walks up from behind, bag over his shoulder, and says, "Wow, you guys did a pretty damn fine job of handling that."
A little off day for me, but The rest of the party did pretty well.
Glad to know I'm in such capable
Slate.
hands.
Yes.
She's still looking very wounded.
All right.
Mind giving me a hand here?
Sure.
I slowly approach her. I don't want to
Yeah,
start over.
I'm not going to be. I'm not moving in these giant strides. It's just like
And
She,
Runs up to her.
a little uncomfortable with the two of you approaching. She like starts to tense up, and then takes a deep but shaky breath, and sort of lets you guys come closer.
So I have assurance medicine, so I was just gonna roll how much health she gets back because I'm
okay, yeah, then
Yeah.
go ahead. I was just gonna aid.
Yeah, obviously I don't need. Yeah, The other thing is, let me check my numbers real fast. I am expert in medicine with a plus 11, which means that I could just choose to do the higher DC, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So you guys take at least 10 minutes here. Is anybody else doing anything while Slate is treating wounds? There are now open and supposedly clear rooms around that you could look in.
Damn, okay, Slate.
I'll look in this room.
It's what he's made for. Like, he is a healer.
Holy shit. Okay. As after those 10 minutes are over, you can see that she is, for the most part, well and good. You do notice that she still has this sort of tired look about her, and we'll get to some other stuff after handling other people's stuff. So, Juno, you're heading into that room. Wolfram, you're going into a different room.
Yep.
Cool. You guys can roll me whatever you're looking to do in there. If you're looking to find knowledge or sort of search for things, perception or... Alrighty, Wolfram, as you dig around in this mostly empty room, you notice that there's sort of an end table but no bed. And sort of digging and looking around it, you find a compartment in the bottom of it. Opening it up, you find a book. I know, your favorite things. This dusty journal has a strange sort of quality to it. Journal of sorts. You can see that there are notes sort of written throughout it, although they seem to be written in some kind of cipher, which you, at a moment's look, can't quite identify what this is for. You see like sort of cooking recipes and sort of other more mundane things, but just looking at it, you're sure there's something more here, especially as you tear through it and get to the sort of back cover. You see written in a sort of different kind of pen, fear that which has been forgotten, but keep close. And it looks like it continues on, but it sort of smears. Juno, scrounging around that room, you can tell it has been recently occupied. Smiles by you-know-who. And it's hard to find much, as this room has sort of been like torn up. However, you do manage to find a like broken open pouch on the bed, which contains 12 gold.
Ooh, yippee!
So you can add that to the party stash.
Rich. We're rich.
Thank you for changing that.
I mean, you can keep it for yourself if you want to, I suppose. But
It's fine. 66? Can I do math?
math is pretty hard.
Juno is the party's accountant, unfortunately.
Wait, why am I the accountant?
As Juno and Wolfram do their looking around, and the treat wounds finishes up. The girl looks at both of you, Slate and Lucille, and manages to stammer out a thank you.
I like to imagine that, like, during the time when both Slate and Lucille were treating wounds, like, Lucille just notices that Slate is just doing an amazing job and is looking like it's just a normal Tuesday for him, and is just starts like doing like hospice care instead.
Lucille remembers that Slate had been doing medicine on you guys for the entire duration of the swamp, and she's like, yeah, he's gotten good at this.
Yeah, okay. Well, it takes a little time to remember because the adrenaline pumping from the fight. All of this is silent, by the way, but yeah. Lucille just eyes Slate a bit. Something is a little wrong, because she looks healed up mostly now, but is still very pale.
Are you saying that, or?
I'm eyeing, like, concerned.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You have to get it from the vibes.
Yeah.
Well, and then after eyeing you, then she'll just directly say it to her.
Mm-hmm.
You look very pale.
I certainly feel unwell.
Do we understand her, by the way?
She is now speaking in common.
Okay.
Unwell in what way?
A lightness in my head, and she sort of grips her hand around like where her chest and her heart is, and a lightness in my heart.
How long have you been experiencing that?
And when you sort of ask her to think back, she starts to panic and says, I don't know. I'm not sure. And she starts to spiral.
Don't.
Wait. I haven't. What?
Nah, what are you gonna do?
Can I attempt, like, during the treatment thing, like, seeing her spiraling, try to for a similar thing of what I talked about with if I needed to for, like, Wolfram and Lucille, just kind of.
Interesting. Okay, I will let this, given the situation.
You took that for me? Like, squints.
Well, no, I'm not that's not me saying out loud.
Given the situation, I will actually just let this rock. In fact, with you using a resource on this, I will give you a hero point as well.
Nice.
Um,
Which also, it's just kind of like, and Lucille will probably...
could you give me a hero point for using a hero point to heal her back up from dying?
No. If you would have hit it the first time, I was thinking about giving you a hero point, but unfortunately.
No, I'm just kidding.
And as it is like a 10-foot burst, Lucille and I would also both feel this a little bit, and there's no necessarily visual, but it's more just as I'm still doing the treatment. There's like a comforting, like, warmth to the air of just kind of like it's a calm environment almost, like just yeah.
She immediately starts to take deeper breaths and stops spiraling and looks over to you, and you can tell that she knows that you did something, but she doesn't comment it other than to just say, thank you again.
Of course. Yeah, we will be continuing to travel down these hallways if you would want, safety in numbers sort of idea. I don't know if you're wanting to continue forward or not. But stands.
She sort of grips at her head with one of her hands. Says, there's something that I'm looking for, but I keep forgetting.
Seal stands up, reaches out her hand. Come with us. Live for another day, and then you'll find what you're seeking.
Ooh.
Oh, don't make me.
Give me a make an impression roll.
Yeah.
Oh
Smiles.
no.
I will let both you and Slate roll this.
That's
You
not
can do
that
two
much.
separate
Okay.
rolls.
Which one of us is gonna make the nat one?
It's effectively
Uh,
advantage. Smiles.
Um,
Yeah, I'll take the better one.
All right, good luck, Slade.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I got this.
Let's go.
Awesome.
I'm debating if it's
Um.
even worth spending the hero point to re-roll this.
What
Oh,
will we even
no.
get from it?
Well, I mean, the DC for Make an Impression is...
It's to like rate. Well,
I'm saying are 2 and 5 critical failures.
like when I think of like the make an impression from Lucille, I like to imagine what I said was just in her head. But what actually happened is she just stood up and reached out her arm and just stared menacingly at her.
Alright.
I mean, I could spend the hero point I just got
Please
helping her
step
to at
up.
least ensure that we can...
Yeah, give me your words of wisdom, Wolfram.
Wolfram like brushes in between them and like pushes them aside, sort of. It says, "Look, it's not safe here. You're not safe here, and we don't want you to be hurt. We don't want you to die like you almost did. Now, I'm not gonna take your hand or anything like that, because frankly, I don't trust you. But you don't deserve to die. Not like this. Not down here. Come with us."
Damn.
Oh.
Holy dice tell a story.
Okay,
Let's go.
Rizmancer, like go off.
Sorry, Juno.
She
Boy, I'm all good.
with that she gives you a what you say gives her pause. She takes a second to think and looks at Lucille's hand and Slate, who has been helping her for the last 10 minutes, and gives a little bit of a smile and is like, you're right. And she uses the wall to sort of help her up and stands and brushes herself off a little. Thank you for your words. If you would have me, I would appreciate being able to travel along. I fear I'll be dead weight. I mean, I can't do much to defend myself as I am right now, but if you'll have me, then I will travel with you.
Wolfram nods and then like looks in the direction and starts walking.
Now that now that she is sort of standing for the first time since you've seen her, you notice that she is, like, despite being looking a bit malnourished and definitely beaten up and sort of sickly, she is surprisingly well built. She is a decent amount of brawn about her, and she quickly scurries over to where the skeleton is and grabs the longsword that is sitting on its body and holds it knowingly. And with that, she starts to follow Wolfram and the rest of the group.
I think you'll fit mighty fine with us.
I appreciate you thinking that.
What was your name, by the way?
My name, and you see her like shrivel her brow and like close her eyes, and Sky. Sky. My name is Sky.
With an E, with a Y, without
With
either
an
of the
E.
two. Maybe is it with a C for some reason?
It's in chapter when Lucille did battle medicine.
Is it like with a Z?
I think it's. What is that?
Sky.
I
Stupidest name.
don't necessarily remember. Okay, y'all are silly. And with that,
This guy.
we will go back to. You guys are still in the realm.
Where's Sky?
And you want me to drag the rest of your
Yeah, we gotta have the whole
your
party.
growing
Not
party
the
here?
not the whole party.
Hey, what's this lizard folk's name again?
Scarv.
Scarv.
Scarf.
Scarv.
Yeah, I was laughing earlier though because of the targeting thing. It said that like Sky is now immune to battle medicine by Lucille for 1 day, and I was like, all right, well,
Ooh.
the name reveal.
It did?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Oh.
did.
Yeah,
didn't
when you
see
first
that.
failed it.
He's not mystified.
no healing done. Sky is now, and then you did the medicine check, and then
That's what I get for rushing.
yeah, it's fine.
I was getting a bunch of stuff together today, and apparently fucked up mystifying names.
Oh, it's with an E.
It's in the I put her in the
SKYE.
journal already.
Like in Valorant.
Where the
I'm sorry.
I don't know what else to say
Blocking
besides
sight.
surrounded by undead and doesn't know why she is down here, or doesn't remember why she's down here.
What's up, Wolfie?
While we're walking, I would like to identify this unusual object
Oh.
whose nature is unclear. What can I
So
roll for that?
Decipher writing check. You can use any of your 4 skills or society if you prefer.
Woo! Question mark.
You, taking time while everybody else, takes a moment to breathe, you sort of flip through these pages with a notepad by your side and are able to create a cipher. And as you go through this, you realize that this is a scholarly journal. And you notice that it has a surprising amount of information hidden within it about the
Whoa.
place that you are in.
Oh.
Seems
Whoa,
like
okay. Just one item bonus. Don't mind if I do.
Yep, if you spend 1 minute referencing an academic journal.
Hey. Clues, please.
Clues, please.
Thinker.
What are you? Is there a certain something that you're looking for? Is there a question you're asking?
Clues.
Give me something.
Uh,
Give me something to work with.
What do you guys want to know? I have 1 minute to reference this journal, which is 1 minute to talk to you.
I know Juno will probably have questions. I just don't know what question I want to ask.
Hey guys, check out this journal. Mostly looking towards Juno and Slate as we walk, or as we're resting. There's a lot of information, it seems like, on the castle.
I guess Juno scoots over. Is there any information on how this place was built?
Yeah, is there anything on the origin of this in here?
I'm assuming that lore master check you did before was your
Yes.
recall. Okay. As you sort of scour through it, you do manage to find some information. The crazed writings, as you look through it more and more, they sound a little insane, saying something along the lines of the halls, they grow into a never-ending maze, outwards and upwards from a point below.
Huh. That's a weird thing to have written down in here. I wonder
Guess
if
we
need to
gotta go
reach that
deeper.
point. Yeah, go down.
We're already heading there anyways.
Sure. This is just like the Abomination Vault.
What is that you mentioned? I don't know. I'm not familiar.
With that being said, as you guys get back on your feet and start walking once more, let me do a funny little roll on this table.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Ooh, a 4.
I
Oh.
guess so.
Oh, guys. 4 was a hazard last time, and there's 2 I almost died down there scoops from Juno in the book.
I forgot I wrote that.
It was the pond with loot at the bottom that would suffocate people, and then I almost died, and then encounter with blocked riverbed that you had to cross, and then I almost died down there.
That's okay, guys. I'm expert now. Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
Alrighty.
I love the little Juno notes that appear throughout the journal. I never know where they're going to be.
They're there at the most random times. Whenever we're walking or something, Juno's like, "Hey, Wolfram, can I borrow that book real quick?" Okay, thanks.
I almost died down there scoop.
Where did you put the Sky's entrance?
Sky's entrance?
Entry.
Oh, Fate's Sky. I put a little thing under 7.
Oh, I thought you put them under people.
I didn't know necessarily what to write about her in people. Like,
That's fair. We don't know
learn the
anything
full story,
yet.
so I was like, if we learn more about her as we continue to go, then we can always write more.
I mean, maybe long shot in the dark, but maybe the other group would find out something.
Maybe. I think that's why I thought at least putting her name.
Mm-hmm.
Can Oswald have a bone as an item for his trophy?
Yeah. Start to think about, I'll say Wolfram, as you're sort of continuing to, maybe take peeks at that journal that you just found.
Mm-hmm.
Something occurs to you as you are looking around. You notice that, like, you've been going a while, and there's the only thing that you guys have found other than torches on the wall, a rug on the ground, as far as like in these hallways go, was Sky. Everything else seems to be out of the way behind a closed door. And you start to ponder why that may be. Can you give me a recall knowledge check? And you can
Funny
use that
macro.
+1 as well.
Thank you.
Nice question mark.
Flipping through the pages, you see something about a cleansing wall, and you can't really make sense of that. And so you go up to one of the walls. I'll let you choose north or south. And you sort of run your hand along the wall as the party moves. And you feel a slight burning as you run your hand through what seems to be a strange, a thin layer, very thin, very small amount of this blue sludge. And you notice as you sort of, maybe scrape it against the wall or your coat or whatever, that it just sort of eats away at whatever it's touching. Thankfully, you're able to get it off your hand without taking any sort of, damage or anything of the sort. But it's as you have this thought and maybe fall like a step behind the group. Fall maybe a step behind the rest of the group. Lucille, being at the front of the party, you notice something strange with the walls about what is that, like 30-ish feet in front of you, and it is just then that you see something moving through the cracks in the wall and out onto the ground. In front of you, squeezing through the tiny cracks,
Cube.
a wall of this
Oh,
gelatinous ooze starts to appear in front of you. For the sake of it, the space in between is also filled.
Eyes forward, threat ahead.
That's so Lucio.
From just behind you, Wolfram, you hear Scarv go, and behind too. And you notice
oh.
from farther down, like off the edge of the map, another wall of this ooze is starting to form. Everybody roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
We have the plus
And
from Oswald, right?
Wolfram, I will let you take what you rolled for your recall knowledge check, since it is certainly higher than what you're going to
Thank
get.
you.
So just
Can we
roll
get-
something, and then I'll edit your number. Okay. Wolfram, you are the first to be able to react as these two walls of ooze start coming towards you.
I would like to know, like, so there's like a substance on the wall, or it's like the wall is like an acidic slime?
There is a substance left on the wall.
Oh. Hey. Okay.
Was that the same substance as the slime?
You would
Must
know
be color.
immediately that yes.
I wonder how fast these things are. I would like to know what their speed is, please. Or if they have any sort of movement, like
Wolfram refuses to
abilities
use
or anything like
macro.
that.
You know that they will be able to move a total of 15 feet when it is their time to go.
Each action? Or
Total.
over a turn? Total.
Mm.
Okay. Say that. Hey, they're really slow. And then I'm going to cast a spell. Turn off the amp psy cantrips. Surely their fortitude's high, so let's try and hit them. I'll target this one on the top. Does 23 hit?
Oh my.
23 does in fact hit.
Let's go.
Have 11 damage, please.
Oops.
I like how it's cold and not fire.
Every time.
Next time it'll be hot.
Oh.
I oscillate.
11
Ah.
damage. You manage to hit this thing. What is this with? This is with ignition.
Ignition, yeah.
This blast of cold seems to like solidify a piece of it, and that piece breaks off, and you see it smash to the ground in front of it. And where you broke that off, it just seems to replace what it had lost.
Not good.
So full damage?
Smiles. Supposedly.
What does that mean?
Mm.
Scarv is immediately going to go to one of the walls and seems to be like running his hands along the wall, trying to possibly look for something, and calls out to the group, there's always entrances and maybe like other ways we might be able to find something here.
Oh, like a secret passage around?
Yeah, this is a 2-action thing. How wide's the hallway? 25 feet?
It does say you can use seek to look for secret doors.
It does say that.
I don't know if... Oh, maybe that counts as a secret door. I don't know.
I'm gonna get closer to the center of the room, and I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, which is a 30-foot emanation from me. So I find out. I'm just trying to see if any of these walls have like a secret passage anywhere that touches that
Ooh.
emanation.
You do detect something.
Nice.
You do get a ping.
Yeah, it doesn't tell me where. It just tells me.
Yeah.
But that confirms at least there's something magically hidden along one of these walls.
Yeah, can you keep that emanation?
Yeah, I'll keep it up.
Okay.
I think that's all I got.
One action. Oh. Move.
Move and then that.
Yeah.
Juno.
Is seek the action to look for passages?
Yeah, some
It is the funny macro.
looking around, calm, collected currently. You are not able to find anything yet.
Can I seek again?
Yeah? You notice something along the wall that Scarv is looking at. Just below you, a strange sort of notch in the wall. Lucille.
Do I know about that strange notch on the wall?
I'll
I
call it
want to
out.
pry it open.
Okay. I'll let you do that. You know, I'll pry it
Okay.
open.
Then I have 25, right? Yeah, I do. So I'm going to go over here. Then I'm going to use force open. It says it's going to be a -2 since I don't have a crowbar. Looks like.
I believe so.
Yeah. Anyway, just take -2 out of this.
Oh my.
Are you doing this with like your guisarm, or are you just shoving your hands in there?
I mean, I'm using it as leverage,
Okay.
you know?
Shoving your guisarm into that strange crack, Lucille, you pry and you know like you got a good like pull into that, and you see, you did good enough that you see like shards like of sort of cobble and rubble from the wall collapse inwards, and you see that there is nothing there.
That's a dud.
Yeah.
Seems that Juno spotted something wrong.
Well, for my final action, I would just be feeling around, you know, with a seek action, feeling around this wall that I'm against now. See if there's any other like nudge or maybe even just like a symbol or something. It's like there is magic around here.
You do not manage to find anything on this southern wall.
And that's my turn.
It is now Sky's turn, and they are going to head up to the northern wall and start looking in this direction. They don't find anything. And with that, the cubes turn, the walls turn. As you see them, as you guys are, looking, they slowly inch towards the group, clearing out everything that they slide by. Wolfram, it is your turn once more.
Hey, I gotta know, are these like creatures or on the other side? Okay.
What's up? Are these creatures?
Or are they like a hazard? Or is it a creature that's like a hazard? Because that's what I'm thinking.
Technically,
is that they are creatures technically, but like this is a hazard.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
right? Okay.
Technically, with everything that you would know, and maybe you had sort of, because you did roll a pretty good recall knowledge check before, you identify sort of what they are. Like, you know that they're a gelatinous cube, or some sort of it. But the sheer amount of them, or sheer amount of slime and ooze, this is a hazard. This is
too much to yeah.
Technically, if push came to shove, you guys might be able to blow your way through it. But it's
that cube's gelatinous.
Is it also only 10 feet across, or does it go like farther in this direction?
You cannot see behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's seek. Let's find a spot on the north wall. So 30. What's the thing we're doing again for where you do that?
Perception.
You just
Or the-
do it? Oh, you just do it? Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's due to a slight panic settling in, but you can't manage to find anything you're looking for.
Yeah, but the second time will be better. Let me try in a different spot.
The second time was not better.
Still looking a bit harder, giving a second glance, you can't seem to find anything.
Maybe looking at the bottom wall, like from away from it, will give me a better, I'll get the lay of the wall. I'll be able to see where something sticks out.
Aquavision.
Turning around.
Looking around sort of where the rest of the party, is already looking, you can't make out at all. It just looks like the same wall that you've been looking at for hours at this point.
Okay, next turn I'll try recalling knowledge. Perception's not my suit.
With a bit of extra time, Scarv finishes looking over here, and as the wall gets closer, moves over to the other side and starts looking, and looks back to the rest of the group and says, if there's something, it's not down here. And with that, it will be Slate's turn.
Kicking myself for not taking the rock dwarf thing that gives me the plus to perception checks to know stonework. This is so unfortunate.
How could you have known?
Yeah.
You skipped that class.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I will also do what all my friends are doing. And look at this area, essentially. Do I need to go up to it, or am I able to look from where I'm at?
You'd be able to see over there from where you are.
Okay.
You notice as you are looking that this torch has a strange sort of glow to the inside of it. And you think that is where your detect magic was coming from.
Okay. Unfortunately, it would take both my actions to get there.
Another Everlight crystal.
Oh, no, actually, I can get to there and then object interact, right?
Yep, interact.
Alright.
Reaching up onto your little dwarf tippy toes, you're able to reach up into the sconce. What do you do?
I mean,
Just dig your hand in there? Or are you trying to put out the fire? What are you doing?
God, I thought it was gonna be like a lever. That was my initial instinct, was to try to pull it down.
Are you gonna try to pull it down? I need to know what you're doing.
Am I able to grab the thing without actually grabbing the fire of it? Essentially,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I would attempt to see if it would move, not forcefully pull it, but enough to see if it would move like a lever would move.
As you pull on it, there's no movement.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot about your bewitching bloom. We could have had Wolfram understand what it did.
Well, that's two. I mean, it was two actions, and I figured we can do it the next turn.
Yeah, sure, we can.
Yeah, we still have some time.
So I got a little bit of leeway.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. The item the GM put in the shop is used in the GM campaign. That's crazy.
I mean, it doesn't have to be. We could have figured this out without needing miracle knowledge.
Juno, what would you like to do? Oswald is staring at this wall approaching,
Oh,
dumbfounded.
yeah. Before anything, make sure Oswald leaves.
Juno gives Oswald a quick whistle to move towards the center to hopefully sit more safety. About there. And I too will probably move about here.
Right.
You don't suppose I could blast that wall open?
Just take a shot at the wall.
Juno's asking Slate.
I mean, you can try. There's some sort of glow from the magic here, but I don't know exactly what to do with it.
Pray that your
Alright.
shot doesn't ricochet.
Yeah, please be wary, but we'll try.
A 29. Holy shit. Alright, roll me. What are you aiming at? Just the wall?
The wall mainly underneath the torch.
Underneath the torch? Okay.
Yeah.
You shoot the wall. You certainly hit. Dead on to where you're aiming, and you see the bullet sort of bounce. Roll me damage. I want to see if you actually like make a dent in this wall.
Okay.
Just out of
Through the
curiosity.
slime.
Really.
I don't.
Low roll.
And 10.
Actually,
That's solid.
mid roll.
Yeah, that's solid. Yeah, you definitely like scrape, maybe like blow a little chunk out of the wall, as you're you're
Yes.
not that far away from it.
Yeah.
And
Octopus has blunt damage too, right?
It's
yeah.
a cannon.
Ooh.
So you manage to like crack the wall. There's I guess maybe a little bit of a hollow sound, as it bounces off of the wall, but you don't make any headway.
Something is definitely there. Or not there.
Around there.
Lucille, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna delay after Sky.
Sky, seeing the wall approaching, is going to also move inward, but cannot seem to really make any headway as far as like the situation at hand.
Just wanted to make sure, you know.
I would never just leave the NPC in front of the wall of slime.
Well, I'm going to go move to here, and I want to seek specifically this wall, but also around it
Mm-hmm.
to see. I want to see if I hear any hollow noises like tapping through it as a seek action.
The wall like directly next to you, like you tap in front of where Sky is, you tap like in front of where you are, and in front of Slate is. You know that there is like you can tell that there is a room like somewhere over on the other side of this, but the wall feels thick.
There is a room. Well, I'm gonna do the only thing that I can do. Chip away at the wall in front of me.
All right, I guess you can roll athletics here. You're trying to sort of bang against this wall.
It is gonna be a -2, but yeah. I think it fits. So 20.
Banging on the what does it look like as you throwing yourself at this wall?
It looks like me preparing to like lunge forward with like the handle of my guisarme to like crash it at it directly at an angle with it to like chip away some of the rock in front.
You're able to chip some of it away, but this is like a whole ass stone wall. Like,
Oh.
you maybe make some progress into chipping into it, and you know that there's something behind, because as you're running into it, you hear this sort of hollow echo from behind the wall. Walls close in.
Well,
It's weird. The space that Lucille is in, like that line,
crazy.
it's crazy that they would both stop with exactly that line to fit, and we have more people than can fit in that line of the hallway.
Guess we gotta figure it out.
Guess we do.
So we don't know where it is, really, other than that there's something hollow on the other
You
side.
know that I will say, since you guys have hit the parts of the wall, you guys know that the door is somewhere between here and here. There's something between the torch and like where Lucille is. And you know that there is something with the torch.
The
I
torch
tried pulling.
is something.
Mhm.
Pulling it did not do anything. Like pulling it like a lever.
Okay. Can I do some knowledge?
Yeah.
I'll do that before having moved, just in case.
Mhm.
How do I? Oh, you know, I can do the recall thing.
Yeah, just use the macro.
Yeah, there's the button for it. And what are you trying to figure out?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna pull out my folio and see. Oh, I have to spend a whole minute. Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
that. But maybe because I've read it before, you know,
You
I
did
want to
read it
know.
just before this, so like, I will give you the bonus.
I want to be looking for like maybe it discussed like secret walls or something like that, or how to open them.
Okay.
Man, this is just like in Lacrimosa when I would just say I want to get out of a bad situation and I don't know what I'm doing, and I let you tell me what I'm doing.
You think back, and along with the sort of cleansing wall, there was a list that didn't really make sense that was sort of around or below it, in following recipes, and um, some of them said a loose brick, like pushing in a loose brick. Some of them said uh, turning one of the torches. Another said a plate under like the withered rug, and finally you remember um, pulling a light source from a suspicious torch.
Hmm.
Pulling a light source out of a suspicious torch.
Well, I'm too far away, but I'll move to the middle and point that out. Say, pull that out, and then I'll try and seek to see where the door is specifically. So I don't understand because I thought seek was like, hey, there's an area, and the GM attempts a check and then compares it to the stealth he sees of anything undetected.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Yeah, I mean
what's the area?
the door is effectively like
It's
undetected.
really,
Like there is a stealth DC for it.
and we have not found it yet.
I mean, especially since you're looking in a specific area, because like there's either a cone or like a burst around you,
Right.
and you guys have been specifying where you're looking. Pretty much the top. I've been pretty generous about
Oh,
like top or
well,
bottom
maybe
wall.
just like, you know, these couple squares that we've been talking about then.
uh, you cannot determine exactly where the door would be.
It's not here.
Our
No, there's no
sequels,
door.
our sequels are garbage.
Or our GM is mean.
So you said something about pulling the stone, correct? Or the torch, whatever.
Yep.
Cool. Scarv is going to run up from the south of the room, and place their hand in the torch, and pull out a Everlight crystal.
Yeah, what did I tell you?
And as soon as they pull that out, you hear a clicking and a groaning from the wall in front of you, and the door becomes available as the whole wall in front of you slides open. It sort of drops down into the ground slowly, revealing a about 15 by 15 foot cubby. And then Scarv is going to shuffle in. Go, come on!
You know, what would really suck is if we don't shut this wall and then they like come in here.
Hey.
Do they know what a hallway is? Do they know to stop here?
Are they sentient or are they just a hazard?
Helping swing Wolfram in, you all press yourselves up against the wall as the walls move forward, leaving only a tiny space. Wolfram, your immediate worry is the fact that this is still open. You guys are not yet out of danger, as the possibility, and you see it sort of from this cube, as it like has the opportunity to sort of, start spilling into the room a little bit. Need to find a way to close the door. Smiles.
You haven't
Oh.
ever like crystal in your inventory.
So I have a turn.
Could it
Yeah.
imaginary hand?
I know that's my. I have a thing for this. It's called telekinetic hand, which is not imaginary. It is real.
It's not
Okay.
legally distinct from mage hand.
Shit, freaking rocks.
Legal.
I'm not a mage, so I don't need a mage hand. I am a telekinetic.
Uh-huh.
So I've got a telekinetic hand. Yeah, let me grab the crystal from like Scarve and like take it and can I do that? What's the range of this thing?
Why not take your own crystal?
Slowly up to 20 feet. No, I'm taking Scarve's crystal.
Are you really this petty?
And
You needed to see.
I need mine.
Scarve, feeling like a tug on the crystal, like lets go of it and just lets what's happening happen.
This one's mine.
As you move the crystal over into the sconce, and into the cube, like into the wall as well. You do notice that this crystal is like unbothered, like it isn't damaged by the cube or anything. And same with the sconce itself as you move it in, and the wall begins to raise.
See, truly, I was worried that my crystal wouldn't be up to snuff for resisting the corrosive properties of the cube. I'm smarter. I'm thinking about things ahead of you. It's okay.
And you
Seal
hear
says nothing.
Thanks for the save, by the way.
you hear just outside the walls the slow moving slime walls sort of collide together, and after a bit of time you hear nothing once again.
Now, how are we getting out of here?
How do we get out?
Do we have to hold our breath? How much oxygen's in here?
Look above.
Decent amount.
below.
What if I light a fire?
I'll say you guys are not in turn order right now, but
Trying to kill us?
time is ticking, and you have to figure out a way out now. What would you all like
You
to
want
do?
detect magic? Maybe there's another way out that isn't through that wall. Slate, do you sense anything?
What do you mean?
Magic.
Speak to
Detect
each other.
magic.
There's a real timer.
Yeah.
This is I'm talking.
Well,
I
I'm-
didn't, what do you,
I'm
Detect-
knocking on walls.
Do you see any magic here?
I guess I can cast detect magic again. See.
Yeah. I don't have it.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Able to rule out previous pings
Mhm.
from that crystal you were just looking at. You don't sense anything new.
I'm knocking on this left wall.
Does not succeed. You do not find anything.
All right. In my imaginary turn, I knock on it again just to double check.
Is there anything underneath us?
Juno, you managed to find on the wall itself as a out of place sort of like notch. It looks like it's sort of like a circular indent. With it looks like something you can like turn.
I guess I don't need to do this then.
And turning turning that notch, the wall descends once more, and you are able to get out.
Yeah. These peepers can see in the darkness.
Okay.
So it's not an elevator.
God, Lucille's visibly like winded. Motherfucking hollow.
Well, I suppose I forgot to mention the cleaners.
So that's why we haven't found very many corpses in here.
Yeah. They tend to scoop up a bit of everything and leave nothing behind. It's also why most of the residents here take place, in off rooms.
God,
What do they
what
eat?
the
Sir
hell is
Resident?
this place?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, thankfully I don't just have to guess.
Oh, you find something?
Clues, please.
Is this what exactly is this place?
This is like that, and also what do they eat? The residents.
Oh, what do the residents eat?
Yeah, what is this place? Is this like what is it? What are they eating?
It's hard. You don't come up with like anything that the residents would normally eat, especially since the residents you've seen so far have been mostly undead. Um, or the cubes, the walls, which are oozes, and they just sort of scoop up anything. As to what this place is, relating back to the sort of um walls growing, or the halls growing outwards and upwards, um you realize that this castle, these long halls are alive. Like, this is one large living organism, and the walls are simply its like immune system when it senses something that shouldn't be there.
Fucking living castle?
Walks over to the wall that she shot at, pats it. Sorry.
What the hell is this place, man?
Truly is nothing like it.
This fucking hole in the ground.